So how do you tell if an image is real or if it's fake? This is part of our fake news section that we're going to be going through. So here's a picture of a giant albino catfish. Do you think this is real or do you think it's fake? How do we know? How do we find out? Well, you have a couple tools that you can use. The first tool that you can use is the Google reverse image search. Just go to google.com. But up in the right-hand corner, there's a little link that says images. Click on that link, and then you can click on the camera to upload an image from your computer. So let's take a look at the albino catfish and see what we can find out about it, if it's real or if it's a fake. So a bunch of things will come up, but what your job is to find out which ones are the best sources and which aren't. This one here is by National Geographic. They're a world-renowned nature magazine, so this might be a really good source. There's also Outdoor Life. Those are two reputable magazines dealing with outdoors and fishing and things like that. So if you click on the giant catfish from National Geographic, it turns out that this picture is real. So it goes on to tell you where the picture came from, what year it was done. So you'll see that a lot of pictures get recycled over and over again when you're looking at them online. Oops, sorry. So then let's look at another one, another picture. This one was a meme that was going around for quite some time on Facebook, all kinds of other places. In this meme, it claims that this is a gentleman with smallpox who was an immigrant who came across the border. You may remember that several years ago there were caravans coming across the border and things like that. So this picture was basically to instill fear. Is this really the future we want for our children? Diseases coming across the border, TB, arboviruses, dengue, all the different horrible diseases that we don't want to get. Is this real or isn't? It's a real picture, but is it really of an illegal immigrant with smallpox? Well, we're going to go find out. So we go back to our, we're not going to continue reading here, and I'm not going to do all that. So we're going to go back to our Google image search. And let's bring up that picture and see what we find. So we have a bunch of different sources here. Go with the sources that you know are the most legitimate. Don't go with the Daily Mail. Don't go with, Etsy. Those aren't legit sources to figure out where these came from. Snopes, on the other hand, is a legitimate source. They're a fact-checking website. That's what they do. So let's click on this. Is it a picture of an immigrant with smallpox? No, it isn't. It is a picture of someone who's sick, but it's miscaptioned. This picture is actually of a gentleman in a holding facility in 2014 who had scabies, which is much different than smallpox. That's an issue with cleanliness in the facility where he was staying. Did not necessarily mean he came across the border with this. So if you go down further in Snopes, it will give you a full citation of information of where they got their facts so that you can fact check those as well. So this picture has gone all over the place. So it'll give you all the sources, so Snopes.com. That's a great place to look. So there you have your brief tutorial on Google image search.